So today, on this very windy day that we have here in Rockwall, we are going to take a look at the David Weekley model home here in Edgewater. So this is the Constellation. It's a little over 2,950 square feet, and it is a 5-bedroom home, if you can believe it. So I can't wait to show you the inside. Let's go take a look. As we walk into the Constellation floor plan, you can see it's nice and wide open. We've got a good sized dining area here with a table that if you needed to squeeze 8, you could. And then a good sized kitchen. Living room over here. I love these two-tone cabinets, and of course the cabinets that go all the way up to the ceiling. Now, one of the interesting things about David Weekley in this community is that your houses are built with different schemes, different design schemes, and they're curated designs that there's 6 of them, and there's all sorts of different things ranging from modern to traditional to trendy. So lots of things to choose from. This is the Parker design scheme, which I think is really nice and kind of transitional and neutral. And you've got the great farm sink. This is a fun surprise back here. So you have this is a pantry right here, but then you also have all this extra space over here. I can see this being a great coffee bar. And then here is your laundry, and you have some additional folding space as well. So that's one of the little surprises in this floor plan that I like. And then over here, I'll show you another one. This is the study, and it's a really good sized study. And I think this could also work really well if you wanted to create kind of a reading room or just even a play area if you didn't have the need for a study. That you could have all the toys over here and the kids are close enough, you know, they're right around the corner from the kitchen and the living room, that you could kind of corral all the toys here and keep the main part of the house nice and tidy. So I love that. And then over here is another one of the bedrooms, and first there's a full bathroom here that would be a guest bath or serve this bedroom over here. Try not to go too fast so you can get a good look at everything. Maybe that was too fast. All right, and then here, we've got storage over here in a little mud area. And this is the primary bedroom. Now, this does look a little funny, but this is because this is a model. So imagine, if you will, these are gonna be windows to your backyard. So this, where you see here, I'll actually step out here and show you this. So this is actually going to be a door to your back. Now you can do an upgrade where they'll pour patio out this way, but it won't be sheetrocked in or aired in. So it would be open, but you could have an extended patio going back this. And this is done just for the model here. And then this is actually going to be a breezeway that goes back to your garage. And right now it's the sales office, but where you see that door area, that is going to be the door to your garage. And this is going to be an open breezeway. It will be covered, but this will be open to come into the house. So, and then your primary room is here. And then, oh, hey, good to see you. And then here is your bathroom, your commode here, walk-in closet here. And you'll notice for David Weekley, they don't typically put doors to the closets in the primary bathroom. They like the design of not having so many doors in the bathroom when you've got a lot going on. And then here is, again, the Parker scheme for this layout is really nice. And we're now seeing things move more to the gold and brown tones. And this is the super shower, which is included in this floor plan. It is not an additional upgrade. And so you can see the tile selection of the floor. And then we can go take a look upstairs. And this is what's really impressive to me is the fact that this floor plan does have 5 bedrooms with it. So it makes it really versatile. So if you needed 2 home offices, you could certainly do that here. And then with all of that, you still have this landing up here. So you have another place for hanging out, kids' toys, or shuffleboard, if that's your jam. But up here, you've got a bathroom here, and this would be kind of the shared bathroom up here for if you had guests in the, you know, everybody's hanging out here at the game area, watching TV. And this would be the bathroom that they would use, but also goes to this bedroom over here. Got your closet. And then these 2 rooms share a bathroom. So you've got one room here. And this is great because you've got 2 sinks, which if you have more than one child, you know that's a big deal. And then a separate commode and shower. And then here, they are going to have all of your scheme selections laid out in this room once they get it all set up. But this is like one of the first looks at this David Weekley model home. They are just now opening in Edgewater, so they haven't finished this room out yet. But I wanted you guys to go ahead and get a look at everything. So, all right, well, now that we've taken a look at the house, let's sit down for a second and talk about David Weekley and building here in Edgewater. So now that we've had a chance to take a look at the model, I do want to sit down for a minute and tell you a little bit about David Weekley if you're not familiar with them, or maybe you are because maybe they're building in the area where you live now. But just to give you a little bit of background and then also about what you can expect from David Weekley if you're buying here in Edgewater. So first of all, they are a national brand and they have been in business. They're celebrating their 50 years of being in business this year. So I'm already starting to see some 50-year incentives come out celebrating that big milestone. So something to keep in mind. And we're recording this video in February of 26. So if you're watching this sometime around then, there may be some incentives tied to that big birthday that they're having this year. But they are in 13 states and they're actually pretty big in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They operate in 68 communities here in DFW. And here in Edgewater is actually one of their best price points to get into a David Weekley home. And they are super competitive with their pricing. And what's great about that is you get the David Weekley build quality, but at a really nice price point. And so here in Edgewater, they have 2 different types of homes. They have homes and floor plans that are available on 40-foot wide lots, and they have homes that are available on 50-foot wide lots. And I think they have 6 floor plans available with each of those lot sizes. And so their floor plans range anywhere from 1,740 square feet all the way up to 2,550 square feet. And that's just at the base model. Once you start adding things on, those sizes can get up quite a bit. And that's the size range for the garden series. Now, and that's the 40-foot wide series. Now, if you move up to the classic series, which is on a 50-foot wide lot, those floor plans range from 2,049 square feet and they go all the way up to 3,184 square feet. So big range there as far as sizes. So essentially you're looking at anywhere from 1,740 square feet up to 3,184 square feet, depending on the lot size that you get here in Edgewater. Now for price points, they're starting at $361,990 for the garden series, and they go up to $419,990 in the garden series. Now in the classic series, that base model is going to start at $418,990 and go up to $485,990. And then also keep in mind, when we were doing the walkthrough, I was talking about how in this neighborhood, David Weekley has created these schemes. Now, the way they've set these up is they're design curated selections and like with your fixtures and your colors and your floor selections, your tile selections, your backsplash selections. All of those are already selected for you. And they have 6 different schemes to choose from. And the one that we looked at here was the Parker scheme. And the nice thing about this is that it takes the guesswork out of the design center process, where these have been curated in a way that are going to appeal to the widest possible audience. They also have all sorts of different kinds of schemes. So if you like a more traditional look, they have something that would work with you there. If you like something that's more Art Deco and trendy, they have something that would work for you there. And it's kind of like everything in between. And this way too, it avoids that issue that you might run into when you're at the design center and not sure, will this work with that? Well, they have all of these things selected for you. So in that room, remember we walked through that I said wasn't quite finished out? Well, they're going to have all of those schemes set up for you to see. So you'll be able to walk in and go, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to get and how the floor is going to look with the countertop, with the cabinets and all of that. So that's a really nice thing that they've done here, is set that up for you. So it's not quite a pick your lot and build from the ground up. You can pick your lot and you can pick your model and then you pick your design scheme. So it really simplifies that process and takes a lot of the stress out of the making sure everything works properly, that is everything going to look good together. When they've got those schemes set up for you, it takes the guesswork out of that. And we're starting to see a couple of builders come up with this scheme concept, just because there are so many times issues where buyers struggle in the design center putting it all together. So it's a way to help make the process a little easier. Also, in this community, they are just now starting. So they actually don't have any spec homes yet. And they should have some things start closing around October, is what they're currently projecting. And because of that, there are actually a lot of pre-sale incentives happening right now. So it's a really good opportunity if you want to be in this neighborhood in Edgewater. You can get in here, get a great price point for a David Weekley. You're in Fate, which is a great location to a lot of things. And be sure to check out my video about the neighborhood to get more details on how great this location is. And they have lots that are in Rockwall ISD, and they also have lots that are in Royce City ISD. So depending on which school district you're looking for, they've got options for you. And so it's a great time to get in, get this entry-level price point, and then also get their pre-sale incentives. And so if you're watching this video in spring of 2026, I would definitely come take a look at Edgewater to see what options might work for you. And so because of that, another part of their incentive package that they have going on right now is that they have a fixed rate interest rate at 4.99% and maybe some additional room to work on depending on the loan option that you go with. And again, incentives can change at any time. So I'm recording this in February of 2026. So next month, if they sell 10 lots, it could be a totally different story as far as what incentives they're offering. So always be sure to reach out and check in to see what the current incentives are at the time that you're watching this video. And then also some more just on David Weekley is that they do offer the 1-2-10 warranty. And if you've seen any of the other videos that I've talked about David Weekley, is that that warranty is carried in-house. So they make sure to take good care of you And then they also have the 2x6 walls on the exterior for the extra insulation. So that is going to give you better bills in our hot summers because you're going to have more insulation throughout the house. So another bonus. And then also when we were walking through, I talked about in the master, they've got that super shower that's included. It's not an upgrade for you. So that's also a nice little feature to have here. So that pretty much sums up everything that I wanted to talk to you about the David Weekley model here in Edgewater and also the opportunities that they have right now. So if you're watching this and you have any questions about buying in Edgewater or buying anywhere in Rockwall County, I would love to be your guide. If we have not met yet, my name is Jennifer Templeton. I'm a realtor and broker associate with the Crest Edge Group at Keller Williams Rockwall. And we help people like you all the time relocating to the DFW area, specifically Rockwall County, help you take a look at the different build options, the different builders, and help you feel comfortable about your relocation here to Rockwall. So if you're looking to buy, you can reach us at www.livinginrockwall.com/Edgewater, or you can reach me through the contact information on the description of this video. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.